Yo, what's up, man?
Yeah, I see you doing work. This is where things count, right here. Someone needs to change their socks. Do you smell that? All right, DJ, let's get everyone over here and get started. One more. Keep it going. Okay, guys, get back to work.
Next time, man. Next time.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Say hello to the folks.
Hey, hello to the folks.
Hey, Shaquille O'Neal is here. Say hey to the folks.
Hey, what up, folks?
The NBA's really rolling along at this point. Tonight's game held at Amway Center. It's the Orlando Magic going up against the Denver Nuggets. Looking at Denver, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2-0. The coaching staff commented that they feel
Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. The top storyline, Will Barton injured. He won't be suiting up.
Yeah, and it's going to be a few weeks until they can get him back, but not as bad as it could have been. In the end, given the way it looked, well, I tell you, when they had to help him off, he'll probably consider that to be good news.
I guess I start to think about his absence and the impact on the team, because a lot of guys now are going to have to step up and make up for the loss of that production.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Moutier and Harris are their lengthy guard set. Jokic is out there with Lyles, and it's Prince in at the small forward.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
Some good bigs, some good forwards going head-to-head tonight. Brent, in your opinion, which teams have the best front court units right now in the NBA?
Kevin, the only one that really comes to mind right now as an established front court to me that starts and plays the bulk of the minutes is DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin in Los Angeles. Those two guys continuing to grow, learning through some losses, but more winning in recent years. That's a pretty dynamic combination, although I would tell you, Philly's got something brewing, don't you think? There's no doubt, and Embiid is at the very beginning of that conversation. They've got some length. They've got very unique bigs. It's an interesting group to watch develop. We could also throw in possibly Gorgui Dieng and Karl Anthony Towns. Might as well include those young guys as well. Well, anything with Towns in it, I think, has got to be part of the conversation. Clock at 6. 17-foot shot on the way. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Orlando moving the ball around. It's good. And it's 6 points for DJ. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. There's the pick. Here's Moutier. The shot comes out. Nice D from DJ. Rogers passes to Wells. It's hauled in by Lyles. Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. They're not going to miss those all that often. Harris kicks to Lyles. Prince up top. Launches a three. They get it again. Here's Jokic. It's tipped. That block right there, all about persistence. DJ staying with his man and playing terrific high-energy D. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And Jokic slams it in.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And that one's good. DJ's got 8 points. Not going to settle for a jump shot. DJ being ultra aggressive right there, going straight down the lane on the drive. Moutier kicks to Jokic. Jokic a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling. Exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint. The shot's good from Rogers. A terrific use of the floater. Unguardable, really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And this is why depth is so important. You know, next man up, and it's pretty much the philosophy for every good team in our league.
Well, you're going to have injuries. You're going to have nights where there's foul troubles or the starters just struggle. So you need a strong bench to remain consistent in this league.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Gordon. Justin Anderson comes in for Isaac, and Fournier subbed in for Wells. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
So nice for a coach to look at his center as a capable shooter. Jokic is just that.
Really left alone that time. 10 points for him.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now here's Murray. He's guarded by Fournier. Tries it from 19. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 6 points for Jokic.
No, right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Moutier and Harris are their lengthy guard set. Lyles out there with Prince, and it's Jokic in at the 5. Here's Fournier, and Orlando again with the bucket.
The pass shows you the tremendous feel that DJ has. The D has no idea he could thread the ball through there.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Suns was a driven man. He had 41 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Thanks for checking in, D.A. He was phenomenal for them in that game. It was fun to watch.
And not just fun for us, but it had to be fun for him as well. Everything was working, and he just seemed to enjoy and embrace every minute of it.
And I love having fun, but fun comes at a cost, and that cost is work and effort. So let's not get too far away from that tonight. He was a workhorse in this one.
Here's Lyles, defended by Gordon. Here's Jokic. Another miss by Jokic. Magic leading by 5. And there it is again. Nice make there from DJ. DJ's got 4 this quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Baseline jumper. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 7. And the foul called on DJ. That is his first foul of the game. .141 left to play here in the second quarter. Prince outside. He feeds it to Moutier. Takes the 13-footer, and that one good. Moutier's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, just so crucial that Moutier becomes a very consistent mid-range shooter for this team. Like to watch him focus on improving that shot.
There's the pass to Prince over Gordon. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Prince.
Well, after a tough first quarter, it didn't get to him in any way. He's really stepped up here in the second quarter.
The 3. Kept alive Orlando. Gordon takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Right wing. Here's Jokic. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
I respect the touch of Jokic on the inside. If he's good with the ball and soft hands as a passer, why not around the rim?
And the deep wing shot no good from DJ.
Right now he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the second. Here's Harris. It's blocked. Wells with it. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Stolen by Gordon. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Orlando out in front, up by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, great first half. You had it going. What was the difference?
Yeah, I just tried to come out and give my team a spark, have a little bit of energy, and it just turned out in some easy buckets.
We'll see if
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
It's been about his ability to just lock down the opponent from a defensive standpoint. A lot of shots also being blocked.
Well, I think big guys like to affect shots, but big guys love to send shots into the third row. That's an intimidating factor.
Aaron Gordon out there with DJ. Then there's Rogers. Then there's Wells. And it's Isaac in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. We see it so often. A player will languish in one system, then flourish in another. Brent, during your 14-year career, which coach's system fit you the best?
Well, I think my years in Seattle, we opened up the offense a little bit. I had the opportunity to play more of a point off guard. But I also enjoyed the structure of what Greg Popovich's system in San Antonio offered up as well. It's always interesting, Kevin, with players who are languishing on benches for other ball clubs, how general managers start to assess whether that guy can be part of something great if they were to bring him in. I had the opportunity to play for a lot of great coaches and thought that I mixed up my game enough to make it a long career.
And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Moutier kicks to Jokic. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Jokic has got 10.
I swear Jokic is out there playing with the watch on because of the timing aspect of his game.
To the wing on the left. No good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. Last time they met was in Denver.
And that was one that just got out of control for them. And when the lead got big, it almost seemed as if they just mailed it in.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm even going to go that far because I think it's a case of two teams on very different levels. And once they got into that big deficit, there's no way they were getting back into it.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Moutier spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is...
The Nuggets trail by 11. Murray kicks to Jokic. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Off target from three-point range.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Well, as soon as Fareed gets the ball there, you know he's going to rise up for the dunk. He is constantly looking to throw it down.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
For Orlando, they have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6. Free throw good, DJ.
Racking my brain to think about a player in the league who works harder than DJ. That work ethic is part of what makes him special.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Kelly Olynyk, and Wells is subbed in for Fournier. Lyles check in for the Nuggets. Murray dishes to Iguodala. Passes it to Jokic. 4 on the clock. That's short off the rim. Magic leading by 11. Dishes it to Wells. Rogers passes to DJ. The 19-foot shot, and that's good for 2. DJ's got 22 points.
Yeah, what's more than on fire? Is there something? Because if there is, DJ's it.
Jokic on the follow.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And so it's the Orlando Magic holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be right back after this. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Coach Mike Malone.
Stay positive. Don't get down. We got a lot of time left. We're going to win.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver, Jokic is out there with Lyles. Then it's Gary Harris. Then there's Murray. And it's Atkins in at the 1 spot. Free throw good, DJ.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Now here's Murray. Jokic a screen. Here's Murray up on top to the right side. Shoots over Wells and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort. The human aspect of basketball. You cannot fault the shot selection. He had a clean look. You just can't make them all.
And he gets the bucket. 16 points for Jokic.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And that one drops. DJ's got the lead up to 14 now for the Magic.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Jokic. Rebound by the Magic. DJ's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Good focus from DJ. Clear contact on the shot, but he just stays with it, finishes, and now has a chance for the and one.
And Orlando making a change here. Isaac's checked in. And a switcher also for Denver. Prince is checked in. Harris inside the line. And he hits the jump shot. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Hey, Brent, as we move toward a more positionless league, versatility obviously is such a key. Who do you think are some of the more versatile centers in the game right now?
Well, I'm not going to put them in any particular order, but Anthony Davis playing a little bit more of the 5 is certainly a nightmare matchup. He's expanded his range to be able to shoot threes. Kristaps Porzingis represents basketball's version of a unicorn. Nobody knows what to make of that guy. DeMarcus Cousins, we see Karl Anthony Towns exploring his game in Minnesota and the versatility he has as a passing big that can shoot from range. And Joel Embiid in Philadelphia is raising all kinds of eyebrows, Kevin. I've just never seen somebody with that kind of size and that kind of mobility have such a soft touch from the three-point line. So the new evolutionized 5 position and revolutionized 5 position is in good shape.
That's a great list.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Free throw good, DJ.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
The Nuggets trail by 17. Here's Moutier. Harris outside. And there's the call on Shammy Wells. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And stolen by DJ.
And how about the anticipation? Just sniffed that one out, knew exactly when to make the move.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Isaac's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Moutier kicks to Harris, and it's in there.
Well, that bucket from Harris was all about perseverance. He takes his time and uses what he has of those muscles and puts it on the defense.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Now the dish to Wells. Tries again. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Brent, it's amazing how the three-point shot has evolved and how much it's being used. And some teams now almost entirely perimeter-based. That three-point shot is the first thing out of their mouth. Can you see a team winning a championship that way?
I saw teams win championships. That's the Warriors and the Cavs. If you look at what they did from the three-point line and the type of damage they did, Kevin, that absolutely was a huge reason why they were championship contenders. You could even look at teams that are qualifying for the playoffs as usually 6 or 7 teams that are in each conference. Of those 8, Kevin, are proficient three-point shooting teams.
Magic leading by 14. Pulls it up. And that one's good. DJ's got 38 points.
Now look at how tight the defense is, and even so, DJ able to bury the jumper with a hand right in his grill.
There's the screen. Moutier kicks to Jokic. Fires it up. And too long on the shot.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Magic.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well, a big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DJ.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Andrews passes to Harris. Floats one, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Harris determined right there to find his way to the free throw line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. .26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now here's DJ, guarded closely. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly, and that one is off. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. Built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, you led the charge with that fourth quarter. How did you take control of this game and get your team the win?
You know, I think we won this game by outlasting the other side. The team did a great job of maintaining pressure on both ends of the court. And at the end, we were just, tired enough where things got easier for us. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time, to be able to contribute.
Well, you wore him down and you got the win.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long and good night, everyone.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Say hello to the folks.
Hey, hello to the folks.
Hey, Shaquille O'Neal is here. Say hey to the folks.
Hey, what up, folks?
The NBA's really rolling along at this point. Tonight's game held at Amway Center. It's the Orlando Magic going up against the Charlotte Hornets. Checking out the Hornets, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games. They can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight.
The skyline of Orlando is seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. Live from Orlando, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Magic at Amway Center. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is And Chris, still early in the season, is the pecking order of teams still up in the air, or is it starting for you to lock in?
Well, it starts to lock in for a couple of teams. Those teams that you see start off with those good records, 9-1, 10-2. Those elite teams that you see on each coast that kind of have their own mission. For everyone else, it's a little bit different. The pecking order, the fighting now, the jockeying really starts to get into right now. So that first 20 games, you establish who you are, your identity, and then the next 20, you're fighting to continue to keep that identity or improve it. So don't worry about wins and losses. Those other teams are going to separate, but can you just stay in the middle of the pack and improve and hopefully make your move when the playoffs come?
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Walker and Monk are the guard tandem. Kaminsky out there with Reed. And it's Batum in at the small forward. And here's Charlotte. Walker with it. 29 points for him last game against Detroit. Over Rodgers. Count it from 12. Walker's got his first points in this one.
Walker has a sweet touch from there. He feels at home in that mid-range area of the court.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
Charity stripe shot. A shot by Batum, no good. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Chalk up 2 there. 6 points for DJ. And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's Walker. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Here's Kaminsky. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Kaminsky's got his second basket.
Soft touch on the mid-range jumper. Kaminsky taking what the defense gives him.
Count it.
Now that makes them 80% from the floor early on. Let's see how long they can stay this hot.
For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Rodgers against Walker. Monk, the pass to Kaminsky. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. And Walker kicks to Monk. Clock at 6. There's the pick. Walker dishes to Reed. And it's DJ with the rebound. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. The 3. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Magic. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And the second chance effort by Gordon.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Now here's Walker. And he banks in the layup. Walker's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, Walker is a confident player. Never bashful at going to work down inside. And look, it's easy to see how important Kemba Walker is to this offense. His ability to score, but his impact goes beyond that. He does a great job of creating movement and opening up lanes for his teammates. He facilitates without turning over the ball.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Olenek, he's checked in for Gordon. Justin Anderson comes in for Isaac, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Wells. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Kaminsky. Terrence Jones comes in for Willie Reed. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Curry subbed in for Monk. Norkic checked in for DJ. Well, Orlando shooting well, 50% from the floor. And with Kemba Walker, the Hornets are always one of the better teams in terms of limiting turnovers, and how he is able to take care of the ball is a huge part of that.
Well, fans often overlook how important it is to have a point guard who doesn't give away possessions. Walker is mostly a scoring point guard, but has become an all-around star with the completeness of his game.
On the court for the Hornets, Batum and Kidd-Gilchrist, the rangy wings. Reed out there with Kaminsky, and it's Curry in at the one spot. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He scored 40 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Oh, yeah. Once he got them on the ropes, he never let them off the hook. It was full-speed energy basketball at its greatest.
Reed a screen. Outside Curry. He dishes it to Reed. 5 on the clock. That's good from Kidd-Gilchrist on the assist from Reed. And the Hornets lead by 1. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. The 8-footer feeds it to DJ. Kidd-Gilchrist with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And let's take a look at DJ's stats. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. First in scoring, 7th in blocks, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
DJ is used to getting knocked around while shooting. Remarkable composure. Still finds a way to sink that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
And Chris, when you played, you were known as a guy at your size who could rip and run, take it coast to coast. You look around the league now, who are some of the best big men ball handlers?
Oh, you love it. If you get that board, you got to be able to take it, speed up the offense. We've seen Draymond just have a field day doing it with all the players on his team that could knock it down and score. Blake Griffin, Anthony Davis. We've even seen Paul Millsap and Julius Randle do it a little bit. So I love the fact that if you can get that board and push it, it makes it easier because you don't have to look for the outlet. You can actually find that point guard, that 2-guard in transition, and let them score, and you be the facilitator.
Here's Batum. And the Hornets miss again. Orlando, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Isaac misses. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Monk, the pass to Batum. Outside Curry. Reed a screen. 5 to shoot. Takes it from 10. No good on that one. Some solid defense from DJ. will not go. This is off the front iron. Charlotte trailing. Outside, Batum. Reed a screen. Right side, Curry. Uncovered. And it's DJ with the rebound. DJ's got his third rebound tonight. Wells. And the three ball is good. Wells has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Curry kicks to Batum. 40 seconds left to play here in the half.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
Yeah, this could come down to the correct play call. Let's see what they do right here.
On the money from 12 feet away, the jumper from DJ. DJ's got the lead up to 5 now for the Magic. Kicks it to Reed. To the inside. Stolen by Gordon. And now Orlando on the break. And DJ throws it down.
Oh, DJ, such a reliable defender, using his quick hands to rip the ball away. Can't afford to let him come away with steals.
Hornets trail by 7. And here is Monk. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. He also did a great job at creating for his teammates. So many assists tonight.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
DJ has been leading the charge for Orlando. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're deep.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
Rodgers is out there with Wells. Then there's Gordon. Then it's DJ. And it's Isaac in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Walker against Rodgers. Now Walker, he has 7 to the left side wing. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Monk.
Just amazing work from Walker. Really zipping the rock fast to the wide open man. The book on Kemba Walker used to be that you could stay behind the screens, not work that hard, duck behind them because he wasn't going to do anything special. Well, he's worked on that, and he's fixed it, and it's paid off. We've seen his field goal percentage fly up in recent years, and that also means his ankle breaker moves have come up because now you have to respect his jump shot, and his ball handles some of the best in the NBA.
And part of the jump for Kemba has been his shot. But it also, Chris, seems that he plays within himself, I think, a lot more now. He used to force the offense, but now is much more patient.
Well, yeah, he's done a great job in addressing the weaknesses he's had in this game. And he's a complete point guard. That's what a leader does for their team, and he is the leader of that locker room.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Charlotte. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Hornets trail by 7. Monk dishes to Walker. He kicks to Batum. 6 on the shot clock. Kaminsky off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
No, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Walker with it. He's got 7. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Batum passes to Walker. Buries the long-range jumper. Walker's got 10.
And Walker is what we call thirsty. He's thinking of firing as soon as he gets the rock. Great presence of mind from the point guard.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets. Here's Curry. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. To the right side. Now, here's Monk. He's covered by Anderson. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Jones in the post. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And now, 24 points for DJ.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Outside Curry. Here's Monk. Orlando grabs the miss. DJ's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Michael Kid Gilchrist.
And DJ is tenacious on the drive, exceptional at getting speed behind him and soaring for the slam.
For Orlando, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. They set the pick. Kid Gilchrist, a screen on Rodgers. The steal. From deep three-point range, got it off in time, but it's no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Orlando out in front, up by 16. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
The offense will come and go. This has got to be our state.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Chris, you've been on both sides of the coin for this. When it comes to a veteran presence in the locker room, just how important is that? You know, when you were a young player getting it, and maybe as an older player when you were preaching it.
When I was a rookie, Kevin, I needed a veteran just as much as I needed an assistant coach. They were that important to me because when you think about it, that's how you learn your routine.
Wow.
What to eat before a game, how many hours to eat before a game, how to recoup after a game, how to say no to your friends and family for playoff tickets because, you know, you're at home and you got to buy 75 tickets. You know, just kind of how to navigate through life. That veteran player can help. And I think that's one thing when the game kind of got lost in years past, it was because we lost that veteran presence in the locker room. And so to me, the veteran presence is everything. You know, Chris Mullin getting on me because I'm a rookie. I mean, I would have paid him to do that. So, you know, it's really cool because just as much as they get on you, they help you and they explain the game, help you out with life and everything else. So it's like a big brother relationship.
Oh, that's good to hear. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Batum and Kid Gilchrist, the rangy wings. Kaminsky out there with Reed. And it's Monk in at the point guard position. Reed a screen on Gordon. And Batum kicks to Reed. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. Well, we'll see what they run coming out of this.
Well, one reason why Nick Batum is so valuable on the basketball floor is his ability to guard multiple positions. You hear that a lot with front court players, but Chris, he gives you that flexibility as a guard.
And his length is a big part of why he's able to do that. You always want a rangy guy you can put up on a shooter for the other team. Very often, Batum plays that role because of his ability to bother shots and check a multitude of players.
Dishes it to DJ. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation, the coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Walker dishes to Monk. That three off the mark.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. They set the pick. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. No good with the triple. Orlando leading by 18. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Well, when DJ is on the attack, watch out. Sometimes all you can do is whack him and hope he misses it. Terrific speed.
And both free throws good for DJ. Chris, if you were on the rules committee, what rule change would you like to see the NBA make going forward?
Kevin, there's not a rule I'd necessarily have changed, but I'd ask them to kind of reinterpret a couple of rules, and that goes with the flagrant foul. I often see so many plays that are just hard fouls called as flagrant fouls, and that can affect not only a player and later on whether it's a flagrant two, but it can affect the game. It can affect the next game by how it's interpreted by a player being kicked out because of that. And so I just want to take the sensitivity or put the toughness back into that. So many flagrant fouls are called and they're not going at the head or they're chopping down on the wrist. And I just like to see it get back to be interpreted as it was a little while ago, maybe 20, 25 years ago.
4 on the shot clock, and it's blocked.
DJ is solid at knowing when to leap up for the block shots. Got to be careful when shooting when he's around.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth with 1 second left, and it's finished off inside by Kaminsky.
He's so intelligent around the rim. Kaminsky found a way to own that possession.
And DJ throws it down.
Just terrific determination. First compiling the lead and now building on it.
Oh, man, and this is late in the game. It's tough for a team to come back. Everything has to fall into place.
They get it back, and they pick up 2. Reed's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And Walker kicks to Kaminsky. Now the feed to Batum. Shot clock at 6. Here's Reed, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Chris, as we all know, you grew up in the Detroit area. It's a town that has seen glory days and hard times. Talk about what it means to you to come from Detroit and what you see in the future for the Motor City.
Well, it means everything to me to be a Detroiter. I think that's what made me successful in my career, is that I took on the heart of the city and the fact that it's a hard hat town, a blue-collar town, and you have to earn your keep and you have to wish positive for the future. And so it's been great coming from there, and the hard times being from there, you know that we're resilient, and so it's great to see positive energy enter back into the city. It's great to see the Pistons play in the city for the first time in over 20 years, and so I see the future is bright for Detroit because Detroiters are always there, and as long as we have the people, everything else would be great.
You and I broadcast the last game in the Palace, and I'm wondering what you think the impact will be with the Pistons, as you just talked about, in their brand new building.
I think the impact would be great, but for fans. You know, when I was younger, I wanted to see the city. I wanted to see our team play, and I only lived a few miles from downtown, but about 30 or 40 miles from the Palace. And so I'm happy that the kids that supported the team, that dreams about being a Piston one day, I'm glad they finally get to go to a game. I'm glad that Detroit finally gets to really call the Pistons their own. What is it going to do? It's going to infuse positivity, and so hopefully for everyone, it's a positive environment.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.